Your audio is not on. On. Your audio, I'm not getting you from my end. I don't know what's the issue. Your audio, I'm not getting you from my end. I don't know what's the issue. Are you are you getting me? Your audio, I'm not getting you from my end. I don't know what's the issue. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? I don't know what's going on. I'll check on the audio because I'm not getting Honorable Sama Thomas there. I'll be checking on the audio. I don't know. I I'm not getting him when from this end. So we're we'll be coming right back with Comrade and Honorable Sama Thomas to get his own take about these events that are happening in Ambazonia, southern Cameroon. Uh, Honorable Sama Thomas, can you check on your audio to put the audio on? Because if it's not on, I can't listen. We can't get you when you're talking. So, Cameroon. Uh, Honorable Sama Thomas, can you check on your audio to put the audio on? Because if it's not on, I can't listen. We can't get you when you're talking. So, are you getting us now? Cameroon. Uh, Honorable Sama Thomas. Hello, Honorable Sama Thomas. Can you get us now? Then the audio is the issue. Sama Thomas, can you get us now? Uh, then the audio is the issue. Hello, Honorable Sama Thomas, can you get us now? I think he's can you lock can you I think he's can you lock can you I think he can log off and log back in so that the we can get him. Yeah, there's a technical issue on his part. I think he can log back. He can log off and log back in so that because I see he's frozen there, right there. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, while waiting for Honorable Sama Thomas to log back in, we are here. He's our special guest today. We are trying to get his opinion about a lot of issues in the struggle in the liberation movement of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. Uh, we had a lot of topics that we're supposed to talk today, and we are going to talk today when it comes to the issue of taxation, high taxation of Cameroon, the issues, other issues of the arrest warrant of the ICC of Paul Biya. We're going to talk about the arrest of Ayaba Cho. We're going to talk about the different negotiation processes that have been going on. We're going to talk about the potential for negotiation and referendum for the struggle for the independence of the people of Southern Cameroon. We're going to be talking about those aspects that we see that are the way forward for the the aspect of collaboration and unity that we see that can propel the liberation movement. And we're going to be talking about those human rights violations that are still ongoing in the Southern Cameroon and Ambazonia as the war is still ongoing. Those are issues that we're going to be touching about. But we are really concerned about the passing away of Justice Ayah Paul Abine, who faced significant challenges, including those threats, illegal, incommunicado detention that he went through, and how he survived with kind of eye issue. He had an eye problem that was due to his incarceration in the torture chamber of the dungeons of La République du Cameroon. All those are things that we're going to be talking about today. Ayah Paul Abine, Justice Ayah Paul Abine passed away on the 25th of December. We all know how. We just saw the video of a summary of what happened to him. He was sick all this while. He had no financial support from the government of Cameroon. Whereas we have seen other people who have had those supports in the past. Justice Ayah Paul, we're trying to see, let me see if we can get hold of Sama Thomas. The Honorable Sama Thomas is trying to get in. Okay. yeah, we're hoping that he's gonna lock in back. When he locks off and lock in back, they're gonna be coming up. So hopefully we're gonna see him coming up. I just sent you some new login information. Please use this new login information to log in the new number, and the new link to log in. This is the new login information I just sent to. Yeah. So that is what we are going to be talking today with Honorable Sama Thomas coming on shortly. We had some little audio issues there, and we're going to resolve that as he gets on back on the show. Okay. Yes, so we were talking about Justice Ayah Paul's demise, and we have seen that this is not the first case of the very deplorable and very sad end, okay, of somebody who have served Cameroon for almost 4 decades, and ending up, with all the integrity, all these aspect that you see somebody bring that integrity. But the Biya regime don't like people with integrity. They don't like people who are honest. They like people who follow them in their thievery, their injustices, their corruption. Those are the kind of people that they like. And they will do everything to do their bidding. For those people who don't want to follow them, who don't want to go into the line of corruption and evil machinations, they will do everything to pull you down. And that is what Ayah Paul went through. We have seen Ayah Paul is not the only Southern Cameroonian that have gone through all these torments. We have seen in the past a lot of our people have gone through. See what somebody like Ephraim Inoni went through. Someone that has served the country as a prime minister. They, because Biya don't like challenges. Biya don't like anybody who challenge him. Anybody who aspire to be president in that country, you are a target. And that's how Biya has ruled for the past 42 years. Anyone who stand as who look at Biya in that photo. Ayah Paul is being inaugurated as the Chief Justice. Biya is there sitting as a Prime Minister. But to tell you that this guy has no friend, this is somebody who went and to attend Ayah Paul's inauguration. The day Ayah Paul was inaugurated in the bar, as the justice, he was there seated as Prime Minister. But Ayah Paul, he sent Ayah Paul to jail. He maltreated him. Ayah Paul was member of the CPTM. Okay, it's not like you put somebody in a kind of situation that you say, okay, but Ayah Paul was a member of a CPTM party. He served in the CPTM party, but because of his own belief, his own thinking, he was seen as an outsider. He was seen as an outsider. And that's what made him bad. Okay. The CPTM party is that kind of occultic court that they will make sure that they put you down if you are no more part of them. They see you as an enemy. Okay. Ayah Paul understood that the judiciary serves as the last refuge for the common man. But if the judiciary is not just, doesn't want to bring justice, then why is the judiciary there in the first place? If they don't want to serve justice to the people, why do we think that Honorable Sama Thomas. Okay, let me. Okay. Are you getting me, Honorable? Are you getting me? Are you getting me, Honorable? Hello? I Are you getting me? Are you getting me, Honorable? Hello? I The audio is not. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Hello? I The audio is not. Yeah, I can still see him frozen. The network there is not good on his side, and that's the difficulty I have, connecting with him. The audio is not coming out from his side. Can you can you say something? Let me hear you. If that's the difficulty I have, connecting with him. Hello, Honorable Sama Thomas. The audio is not coming out from his side. Can you can you say something? Let me hear you. If that's the difficulty I have, connecting with him. Hello, Honorable Sama Thomas. It's not coming out from his side. I can't hear him actually. So we're gonna be. Wow, there's a difficulty to get to him. I don't know. Oh man. So as I was saying, we're gonna be making sure that we get connected to Honorable Sama Thomas. His network is the issue on his side because we'll try to make sure that he's linked up. Hello. So as I was saying, we're gonna be making sure that we get. Can you say something? Let me know if your audio is good. Connected to Honorable Sama Thomas. His network is the issue on his side because we will try to make sure that he's hello. So as I was saying, we're gonna be making sure that we get. Can you say something? Let me know if your audio is good. Yeah. The Yeah. So yeah, I don't know the issue, but the audio is not coming out, and that's the difficulty we face. That's the difficulty we face to connect with Honorable Sama Thomas. The network is not clear, so we're gonna see how to connect with him again. Okay, whenever he comes on air. So as we're saying, today we're supposed to talk about all these issues, but since Honorable Sama Thomas is not able to connect, we're talking about the legacy of Ayah Paul Abine. Why is it so important to us? We have seen a lot of our people from Pa Foncha to Abe Mukong to Pa Ayamba, and those who charted the course for the better future. Those are the people that we are trying to emulate, to see how Justice Ayah Paul was not just a judge to the people of okay, he was the giant among men. The way Biya trained these politicians is that, see, look at Frundi. Look at the way Frundi ended up. You want to be an opposition party leader, you have to be very, very strong, because Biya will eliminate you or do anything. And that is what he did to all his opponents. Today, Biya has no opposition parties anymore. Okay, he's the one running Elekam. He's the one still preparing for election for next year. He's the one doing everything. Okay, that is how dictatorship works. That is the example of pure dictatorship. Okay, it's very difficult for you to do anything in that kind of system. Very, very difficult. Okay, very, very difficult. And that is this thing that we are saying, that I hope Honorable Sama Thomas can log back off and log back in, because if the thing is frozen, it means that there's an issue with the phone or the network. So that's what he's facing now. So hopefully he can log back in and log back off. I'll read this from Seseko Ayuk Tabe in jail. He really elaborated on this. He said, as we close, he said, fellow Ambazonians, as we close the chapter in 2024 in this long and painful journey, know that your resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to our collective strength and unwavering spirit and the hope for a brighter future. During this year, there have been moments that have made us anxious, desperate, and even despondent. However, your steadfastness in our struggle for independence is a lamp of hope in such challenging times. It is driving us forward, even in the darkest hours. Many of you have sent us messages of love and encouragement. My fellow Ambazonian prisoners of conscience and I are eternally grateful. We remain standing tall and strong and firing on all cylinders regardless. This is coming from President Ayuk Tabe, who has been incarcerated with the Naira 10 and other Ambazonians languishing in the jail, in the dungeons, in the concentration camp of La République du Cameroon in Yaoundé Kondengi prison. Okay, this is the message that he sent. Let me continue reading. He said, we remember and honor our fallen comrades who have paid the ultimate price for our freedom. May we continue to draw strength from their sacrifices. We invite you to join us in prayer, seeking eternal rest for our souls and solace for grieving families. Their legacies strengthen our resolve to fight on until we achieve a free and independent Ambazonia. This is somebody writing from the prisons, from the dungeons of La Republic. You people who are free, who are there. You have every freedom to do everything to help the struggle to succeed. You are there spending time arguing in WhatsApp groups. You are there spending time quarreling in different forums. These are people who are there in the lion's den. They still have that courage. Let me continue reading, because this is coming from someone who is in the dungeon of La Republique. Okay, and they still have the courage to tell you that keep fighting on. The battle is not over yet. For them and for Ambazonia, we must redouble our effort at solidifying our unity of purpose and staying focused on the prize at the foot of the mountain. Listen, solidifying our effort of our unity of purpose. That's what Ayuk Tabe is saying. Okay, let me continue reading. We must continue the resistance. We must continue the resistance that will show the international community that our resolve cannot be broken. We are not naive to the Cameroon government's insincerity, which has only intensified throughout the past 8 years. Have you heard that? Insincerity. Cameroon, remember, they went to Switzerland. Cameroon government ran away. They went to Canada for negotiation. Cameroon government ran away. They fooled the people with the special status thing there. Remember, the failure of the special dialogue, Grand National Dialogue, was a thing that propelled the Switzerland negotiation. So it means that anything that happened in Grand National Dialogue is null and void. They went now to Switzerland with most of the leaders. People like Abdul Karim, who is also locked up, other leaders. They went to Switzerland, follow up with a different negotiation procedure. La Republique back out after 1 year or 2 years of gradual process. They went now to Canada. What happened? La Republique back out. Okay, that is what Seseko Ayuk is talking about, insincerity. Okay, let me continue. Their empty promises and continued human rights abuses are a testament to their unwillingness to address the legitimate grievances of the Ambazonian people. Legitimate grievances. It means that they don't want to address it, and they know that the root causes of the problem is that they are just touching the surface. They don't want to go to the deep root causes of the problem. He said we must show the world that even in the face of Mr. Bia's insecurity, insincerity, impunity, and intransigence, we will remain resolute till we get to the negotiation table. That is Seseko Ayuk saying. From prison, if you see people who have this courage from the dungeons of La Republique still saying that keep fighting for your freedom, keep fighting for your right, these are people who we have to say yes. These are the real Martin Luther Kings. These are the real Mandelas of Ambazonia. I'm telling you, because this is what he's saying from the heart of the dungeons of La Republique. Okay? Yes. Let me continue reading. We cannot entrust. No, note that the international community is saddled, plagued, and distracted by a mirage of global challenges. Okay? Mirage of global challenges mean that so many wars are going on, many different kind of emergencies are going on. So we cannot, and that's how he says, we cannot entrust our fate to external organizations. Okay, we must make our struggle our priority and do all that it takes to move it forward. To my fellow leaders, I urge us all to embrace the call of unity. Remember, these are people who are in the dungeons of La Republique. He's saying that to all the leaders, they urge all the leaders to embrace the call for unity. You remember, we have had series of meetings with these international organizations. We have series of meetings with these diplomats and ambassadors and senators. We have had series of meetings with these guys as the interim government, but they are emphasizing on unity because they realize that when this one group just come out and say, oh, they are the one representing Ambazonia, another group will go, oh, they are representing Ambazonia, this one will go. So that unity is a very important thing. He said, our people look to us not for divisions, but for a shared vision that will lead us out of this wilderness and into our promised land. This is Seseko Ayuk saying. Okay. This year, the world has witnessed significant events. The re-election of President Donald Trump in the United States of America provides a sobering reminder of the importance of engagement on the global stage. We remember that his first term in office paid attention to our plight. His re-election rekindles our hope for renewed international attention to our cause. The fall of the Assad regime in Syria served as a poignant lesson on the consequences of authoritarianism. The Gaza-Israel conflict and the ongoing war in Ukraine and Russia underscore the devastating human cost of protracted conflict and the importance of pursuing peaceful resolutions. A new dawn is emerging across Africa. The Sahel nations like Senegal, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso are rising to the challenge to colonial legacies. These nations are pushing boundaries, asserting their rights, and giving us hope in Ambazonians' own journey towards self-determination. Joined to this effort, the re-election of Ghana of President John Dramani Mahama should challenge many African oligarchs and bring a rejuvenation to the Pan-African spirit that remind us of the dreams of the venerable Osajefo Kwame Nkrumah and his likes. The new Ubuntu spirit in Africa is not only healthy but promising for our struggle. The urgency of the moment is evident. This is Seseko Ayuk Tabe talking from the prison, from Kondengi. This is a message to Ambazonians. A new dawn is emerging. You see, our fight also includes uncovering the truth behind any clandestine agreement that handed our territory and resources to La République du Cameroon. We remain committed to uncovering any treaties between the government of the UK and La République du Cameroon concerning the trust territory of the British Southern Cameroons. Such treachery has subjected us to another cycle of colonization, but we vow to expose these injustices, restore the independence of our homeland, and regain our rightful seat in the assembly of the community of nations. Okay. On a final note, I urge all Ambazonians to actively engage in community mobilization efforts. Share your stories, raise your awareness, and demand international recognition of our cause. Together we stand together. Together we rise. Let us unite in our resolve and usher in a new era for Ambazonia. The finish line is near. In solidarity and unshakable hope, victory is certain. We ask for all ancestral blessings upon Ambazonia. Wish you all the Merry Christmas and the Happy New Year of 2025. This is Seseko Ayuk Tabe from the Kondengi Maximum Prison. Okay. Why am I reading this? I want you guys to know that we have people who are in the heart of the dungeons of La République, but they still stand up strong. They have all that audacity of hope, the audacity to speak up, the audacity to talk. You that is free, you cannot speak up. You that have no commitment, you are not in the lion's den. These are people in the lion's den. They still speak up. Then what do you want? What can you talk about that? Where you have people who and those people who spend time in with the La Republic government, the funds and chiefs and all those people who think that they can just go and bring pour what they call what or what, and they are doing that to favor the colonizers. Okay, let me read this press release that came from the president, the interim government. Okay, from Comrade Chris Ano. Press release, it says His Royal Highness Fon Richard Muntong III of Nse Mboketunja. He said, we express our deep disappointment and astonishment at your press release number 04. Your words reveal either a troubling ignorance of the history and the plight of the people of Southern Cameroon, or a deliberate alignment with the colonial oppressor by describing our valiant and courageous fighters as so-called Amber Boys and demanding they surrender to DDR Center. You echo the language of those who have sought to crush our quest for freedom. The arms they bear are not for terror, but to resist decades of subjugation, annexation, and the erasure of our identity for French Cameroon. They fight because they refuse to be enslaved in their own homeland. They fight for justice, freedom, and the independence of Southern Cameroon. Will you remain silent if a neighboring village invaded, say, desecrated its tradition and killed its people? Will you bow to the invaders who desecrate your land and rob your future? Why then do you ask your children to accept these atrocities from French Cameroon? Colonialism thrives on violence, deception, and theft. French Cameroon exemplifies this, refusing all calls for negotiation while advancing its brutal agenda. Yet you choose to threaten your own people instead of calling out the true oppressor. If you stand for peace and justice, demand that French Cameroon cease its violence. We urge you to listen to your children, not threaten them. History shows that no people have begged the way to freedom. They have fought and won it. The Southern Cameroon will not be an exception. Your Highness, history will judge those who side with oppressors against their own people. Stand with justice, for justice always prevails. This is coming from Comrade Chris Ano, the interim president of Ambazonia. So you see, these are people who are standing tall, standing for justice. Okay, they will not allow anybody to tell them what to do. Okay, people who are there to say, hey, enough is enough of this. Okay, and they will decide to stand up and say, hey, we don't want this to happen. Okay, we don't want this to happen. Yes, but it's so touching. Okay, there are so many outings that came from the demise of Justice Ayah Paul. This is also coming from Seseko Ayuk Tabe, who wrote, he said, the exit of a trailblazer, Honorable Justice Paul Ayah. This is what Seseko Ayuk Tabe wrote on the behalf of Justice Ayah Paul. Okay, he said, go not where the road will lead you, go where there is no road and leave a trail. Okay, this is to he said, born from Akwaya, which still has no road to the rest of our homeland. You were truly a trailblazer in word and action. Some say that the best place to change a system is from within. You, dear brother, exemplify and tested that theory. You fought to fix the Republic system from within as CPDM member of parliament. When that did not work, you courageously left that party and formed the PAP, from where your criticism and opposition of the Republic system became even louder and more public. It came at a price to you and your entire family. You bore that burden with grace and have been a shining example for us. You were among the person who spoke truth to issues regarding La Republique and the former UN Trust Territory of the British Southern Cameroons, now known as Ambazonia. You echoed clearly that this issue can only be truly resolved by addressing the root causes of the problem at the negotiation table. Okay, this is Seseko Ayuk Tabed talking to, sending his own message of condolence to Justice Ayah Paul, his own word. Okay, and he continues by saying that when you came to the military court to see us during the sham trial of my brothers and I, you gave us courage and a reason. It means that he's remembering when Justice Ayah Paul visited them during their trial at the military court. Remember that La Republique does not try Southern Cameroon in the usual court. They try Southern Cameroonians in the military court. Okay, because they know that they are animals. They are not worthy to be tried in the regular courts. That's why when they arrest Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians in Bamenda or Limbe or Kumba, they'll take them back to Yaoundé. So the courts there are not for the Ambazonian people. The courts there in Ambazonia are for La Republique citizens. So they don't use them for. So when they arrest you from Bamenda, they'll take you to Yaoundé in the military court, so that you know you cannot survive in the military court. They'll take you to SCD. They first torture you. They mistreat you. They molest you. They use all form of barbaric treatment on you. Then they'll transfer you now to the concentration camp called Kondengi, where you see people sleeping on others. No, not enough space, sleeping spaces, not good food. You heard the other day, someone was, Abdul Karim was complaining about the food in Kondengi, the kind of food they eat there, the kind of life they live there. Okay, this is what they go through, and there's no freedom is the only solution, because if not, this same treatment will continue. It will continue. The BR regime is not that kind. Some people think that, okay, let's just go for peace. Peace, when you see that you don't have hope for justice. You don't have hope for justice, and you're talking about peace. The BR regime is like any other dictatorship regime. They will prefer to keep fighting you until they want to defeat you, irrespective of your right, everything that you hold dear, right? The BR regime don't look at that. Yes, it don't look at that. But it is just what we see. The same issue that we face today with different types of that's what we see today. Yeah. This is coming from Abdul Karim. This is coming from Abdul Karim, who wrote this on his birthday. He said that, as I mark my birthday today, I am compelled to reflect on the state of our struggle for self-determination. For over 6 years, I have championed the call for effective collaboration among Southern Cameroon factions. Unfortunately, 9 years into the escalation phase of our struggle, the rifts between groups have only widened and infighting abounds. This was about 6 months ago. Today, the case is different. We will see a lot of leaders who have come together. They are all in one collaboration forum. They are trying to do a lot of stuff today together. Not like before, where you had this infighting was going on, right? Today, even though some leaders are still indifferent, but they talk to each other, they come to and that is what we want to see. Collaboration at certain level is one of those best hallmark that we will be happy to see happen among the leaders. Okay, and that is what I hope that they will continue to do, so that they can face this challenge head on. Okay, yeah. Abdul Karim has written so many letters from Kondengi, and this is somebody who is locked up, right? But you see, they keep writing letters. This one, Abdul Karim wrote about the indictment, the risk of the indictment of Joe Ayaba. Let me read. He said, post 1948 charters and convention promise equality and equity. However, recent declines in democracy and geopolitical interests have undermined these principles. Many Western nations, including France, Norway, Finland, England, and America, fought for their freedom, but now seem to have forgotten the struggles of others. A warning to the Southern Cameroonian diaspora. If Dr. Cho is indicted, God forbid, it may lead to a wave of arrests of Southern Cameroonians leaders in the West. Recent events in the Eastern Europe, West Asia, and Finland demonstrate that this is a real possibility. Unity and action are necessary. It is essential for the Southern Cameroonian diaspora to unite and support Dr. Cho, who faces charges in Oslo. This is not just for his sake, but for the sake of the shared struggle for freedom and equality. This time for unity. This time for unity and action is now. This is someone writing from the dungeons of La Republique, Abdul Karim, asking the leaders, asking the diasporans to come together to use their joint effort together, and unity. The more they are united, the more they can do stuff to support any leader. This is something that we all know. The arrest of Cho Ayaba is a test to the leaders. I understand. Some people say, no, Ayaba committed crime, Ayaba did this, Ayaba did that. The La Republic people are still committing crime as we speak. From the best of my knowledge, you don't during wartime, you don't arrest people during wartime that you want to start trying them when the war is still ongoing, because the crimes are still being committed every day. So what justification does Norway has to say they're arresting Dr. Ayaba? Then what about the military committee who are still killing our people there? Then that's why Norway cannot be fair, right? If you want justice, you have to come with equity. If you want justice, you have to come with clean hands. Norway cannot tell us that they want to resolve a problem or resolve the crisis by arresting one of our leaders. It doesn't make sense. Why did Switzerland not arrest the leaders? Why did Canada not arrest the leaders? They came in to mediate in the negotiation process. That is the role most of us thought Norway would play as a country that wants to clean its image. But we are still telling Norway, if you want equity, you come with clean hands. And that clean hands is what? Come in the midst of both warring factions. Come and negotiate. Open your country for a smooth, transparent negotiation process. That is when we can have trust for Norway. We can believe in the principles or democratic principles for the Norwegian people. But if you pick and choose and arrest our leaders and think that you are doing justice, you are doing injustice for the people of Southern Cameroon, because you don't want to listen, you don't want to hear the cry of the people. You side with the oppressor to arrest our leaders. That is not fair. And you cannot justify. That is why, even if La Republic, I heard one La Republic minister was saying that, extraditing Ayaba is not a possibility, because first, it's not even possible, that we all know, but it's an opportunity to the leaders to take advantage of this, go to Norway in a delegation. This is not about Ayaba, this is about the people of Southern Cameroon. Go and meet the Norwegian government, talk to them in that delegation. That is what the Norwegian government expect from you guys. They maybe that's their own path. They think that they can start the negotiation process. You cannot just sit down and say, "Oh, Ayaba committed crime." What crime did Ayaba commit? Even if you say Ayaba commit crime, what crime has Ayaba committed that the military are not committing as we speak? Have they arrested the militaries committing all those crimes? Have they arrested Paul Biya? So let's forget about all those things. We have the time to judge our own. We will not allow all these people called like the one in America, Barrister Ansala, who is coming to teach our people how to discipline our people. We know we have the laws. We know we have our own way of dealing with that. But it should not come at the expense of our struggle. We know how to handle our people. We shall deal with that after we have our independence. We will know those people who are committing crimes in Ambazonia. We know them. We will judge everybody. We will put everybody, as a country. That's how every country does. In America, as a law enforcement person, I see how law works in America. The little crime you commit, they will take you to jail. They don't care whether you are who, you are level of societal level, whatever. They don't care. They will arrest you and take you to jail for committing any crime. So that is the kind of society we are going to implement. So Norway or La Republic cannot come and teach us morals or laws, international laws, when they are not practicing it. Is La Republic practicing the law that they want to implement on us? No. If you want to be an example for others to copy, you have to start with yourself. Don't criticize somebody when you are not practicing what you criticize others. Don't teach somebody to do something when you are not doing it. That person will not listen. But if you are doing something, you can tell somebody, "Hey, this is what I'm doing," right? So La Republic cannot tell our people that let them go and let them respect laws, or let Ayaba or ADF or AGOFC or the IG or whatever I respect the law when they are not doing it. Even though I'm not siding with the tax policies of ADF or Ayaba or whatever, or the taxi coloring and so on and so forth. But what the La Republic government is doing in our land is more dangerous than anything that we can talk of. It's more dangerous. They raping, they killing. You heard the other day of a young girl who was moving around and just passing. Then the soldiers were calling her and she refused. She was beaten, just for passing. And so the soldiers are in those different checkpoints committing atrocities. Children are going to fetch for waters. They will call them and rape them and do all kinds of things on them. The Norwegian or government is not seeing that. It's not seeing all the atrocities committed on our people. They will go and arrest our leader. That has no. It doesn't work like that. We are still talking that if Norway want justice, they should come with clean hands. Yes, and that is what we expect. We'll end the show for now because we couldn't get hold of Comrade Honorable Sama Thomas. So Next time, we'll make sure we work on the audio for him because, I've had a lot of different guests here on my show. They did not have any issue. The audio issue is something that when you come online, you have to check your audio so that you put your audio on or off. On means you are talking. Off means you don't want any noise. You are not talking. So those are things that we have to check next time when we invite our guests here on the show. Okay. Thank you for watching, and hope God bless Ambazonia and make sure we see the promised land like the Israelites.
Ayah.